Theorems about tangents and chords. Tangents, a line that intercepts the circle at one point. Chords, a line segments whose endpoints both lie on a circle. Radius, a line segments connecting the center of the circle to any point of a circle. Tangent line theorem. Tangent line theorem. This theorem states that the angle formed by the radius and the tangent is a right angle. For example, line YM is the radius with the measure of 5. As you can see, line YG is the tangent for the center M. YM and YG is perpendicular to each other, so we can say that it forms a right angle. If triangle YGM is a right angle and the measure of YG is 12, what is the measure of X? To get the measure of X, we can use Pythagorean theorem. The formula for Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. In this example, A would be line YG, B would be line YM, and C would be the X. The value of YG is 12 and the value of YM is 5. In the formula, it is squared, so 12 will be squared and 5 will be squared. 12 squared plus 5 squared is equals to x squared. 12 squared is equals to 144. 5 squared is equals to 25, so 144 plus 25 is equals to x squared. Add 144 and 25, it is equals to 169. To remove the squared in the x, we can use square root. The square root of 169 equals x squared is equals to 13 equals x. And that is how you get the measure of x. Two-tangent theorem. Two-tangent theorem states that if two tangents of the same circle intercepts at an external point, we can say that the two lines are congruent. Example: line PA is congruent to line QA. If the measure of line PA is 18, then line QA is also 18. Segments perpendicular to the chord theorem. Segments perpendicular to chord theorem states that if a diameter or a radius is perpendicular to a chord in a circle, then it bisects to the chord and its arc. For example, line BD and line DC is congruent because it is the results of two lines that intercepts and made a 90-degree angle. Therefore, if the measure of line BD is 10, then the measure of line DC is also 10, same as their arcs. If arc FC is 160 degrees, then arc FB is also 160 degrees. Distance chord theorem. Distance chord theorem states that chords are congruent if they have an equal distance starting from the center of the circle. Their arcs are also congruent. For example, line CU is congruent to line UT with a measure of 7, meaning the chords are congruent. So, if the measure of line NS is 14, then line AO is also 14. Same thing in the arcs. If the measure of arc AO is 35 degrees, then the measure of arc NS is also 35 degrees. And that is all the theorems about tangents and chord. Thank you for watching.